listening to Those Dad Guys, because the moms have their podcasts, so why shouldn't we? Huh? Here are Joe Seiler and Paul Black, Those Dad Guys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Those Dad Guys. We are Those Dad Guys. As usual, I'm Joe, he's Paul.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for coming home, if you will.
We are home. We are doing the outdoor sessions again, not the patio sessions, but the outdoor sessions. We're outdoors in Paul's backyard.
I think outdoors is where it's at.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I was telling Heather before I left the house tonight. I was like, oh yeah, we're doing it in the backyard. In the backyard? Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, we did the outside one when we were in our backyard. Then last week with the patio sessions. Mm-hmm. Why not do it again? It works so well. I
can't wait to get into the patio sessions, but I need to get into something first because it's taking you forever to frickin' set up.
Look, we had some tech support problems. Look, all right, let's just do this.
I'll tell you what the real problem was. I'm going to go Vimy Cream Ale out of Ottawa.
All right. I'm going to go with the Shevchenko 9.
Yeah, it's
a Ukrainian Dunkel Euro Dark. This is from Forefathers Brewing Company in Hespeler Village, Ontario.
Hespeler. My dad was born in Hespeler. Now, thank you for that, because now all I'm going to hear is about Hespeler and Preston and Galt for the next week.
I'd love to hear all about it. Let's do it. That is one good Dunkel.
This kind of friggin' tastes like apple juice, to be honest with you.
Not as good as your blueberry ale or whatever you had?
No. So what the problem was Ricky Williams wasn't here at first. It was the Stanley Cup. And I refused to have the Montreal Canadiens logo facing the camera because I don't like to live in the past. I love to live in the current. So I kept turning it around, and Joe's like, well, screw you. Ricky's moving.
That's actually not what was the problem. Just before I left to come do the show at your house, the power happened to go out. And for like an hour, we were out without power. So I was sitting in my non-air conditioned home, just bake.
Hey, it's like it was a year ago today.
It is like,
you didn't have air conditioning a year ago today.
And it's like it was, I believe, 17 years ago
17 years ago.
Was the blackout.
Where were you?
I was at work at the radio station in St. Catharines. I remember we flipped the generator, and it's nothing crazy to be, to go to a backup generator, power to play.
Right.
But then it was like, it just kept going and going. And then the next day, and I remember people were saying, oh, driving home's going to be crazy. People are going to drive like maniacs. Yeah. I drove the QEW home. It was fine.
I was trying to score with a girl that worked for my mom.
Oh,
my mom was the manager at when Sears used to have the bistros or the cafeterias.
Oh, so good.
She was the boss. I was trying to land one of her employees, and we were driving.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to know how that worked. There's probably more to the story. Keep going.
No. We were we were driving.
Yep.
And we were heading towards Dundas for some reason.
From Hamilton?
From Hamilton Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, from Hamilton Mountain to Dundas. And we were going to go to this Dairy Queen, and like all the lights were flashing on and off. So we go into Dairy Queen to get an ice cream, and they're like, good luck, bro. Good luck. We have no power.
Yeah.
So that's it. And I had to gig. That night at the Army Navy Hall, or the Navy Hall in downtown Hamilton.
And?
The next night, it came on just in time, and I was pretty pissed.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Yeah.
But what happened with the girl?
Yeah, I'm married now, so obviously nothing. My mom was none too happy, though.
I bet that's kind of where I wanted to
Paul,
go.
I don't know what you're trying to do here, but it's not happening. And I'm like, but she kind of looks like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, come on, Mom.
Come on, Mom.
Give your son a break. It's not the first. It's not the first employee I tried to hook up with.
You heard that here, Mom.
Oh, man. She knows all about it.
I bet she does. she does. So I want to quickly touch on the debut of the patio sessions last week at 5 West Brew Pub and Kitchen. Thanks again to Doug for hosting us last week, and the whole gang was great. What a blast that was.
It was amazing. I was like busting your chops trying to get to another one tonight.
I know.
I loved every second of it. I loved the pre-show. I loved the show itself. It was fantastic. I really liked what we did with the flight of beer, and we were tasting it, having conversations around it.
Yeah.
Which is something that we typically do anyways.
Yeah, right. That's about right.
And I loved it. And I want to do it again. I can't wait to do it again.
Well, we've got a few irons in the fire for the next one, so stay tuned. It's funny, we did come back here after. And we did decide to do a Facebook Live. If you've caught it, great. If you didn't catch it, trust me, go on and see it. It's kind of fun.
And you got to watch it through. Or
Watch the
fast
whole
forward
thing.
it
doesn't
to where
matter.
the biggest bump is.
Yeah. Because it was funny because your wife came out.
Oh.
And it's funny because I felt like I got in a lot of trouble.
You looked at, you and her locked eyes. You were
Yeah.
sitting where you're sitting, and I was sitting on the other side facing you.
And-
So I didn't get to see the wrath.
But all you did was laugh.
Man, I couldn't help.
Like, thanks for your help. All you did was laugh, and I just took it.
I was dying. My back hurt from laughter. Because I know, that's my life. That's my life.
It was funny.
I wasn't even doing anything. We were not doing anything. We had a freaking light on.
And it wasn't even midnight yet. So we got in trouble. Your wife asked us if we were almost done, which were her words. So anyway, we were. That pretty much wrapped it up at that point.
She wasn't even mad about the pizza we ordered. Well, thanks for grabbing that, by
Hey,
the way.
glad to
Appreciate
do it.
that.
Glad to do it. It's funny. So I got in trouble there. I also got in trouble this week from my wife.
Come on.
Yeah. She says to me earlier this week, because finally she decided to listen to the back catalog and listen to like the last 10 episodes.
Whoa. That's not... Yeah.
So she says, I don't want you to talk about me anymore.
Come on.
And I said, what? I said, why? She goes, you paint me out. I wrote this down.
Yeah, well, you do.
You paint me out to be a nagging bitch.
Did she text you all the links to
No.
how it makes her feel?
No. But do I do that? Do I really? Because she's not. She's not and I'm not just saying that because I got in trouble. She's not a nagging bitch. I think she was really, really upset, though, at the screen time thing that she was just proven way wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I think she was really upset with that.
Yeah.
But I said to her, and then tonight, she's like, remember what I said? I'm like, no. I said, I'm still going to talk about you. I said,
You thought I was crazy when my wife said
no,
you're not. And
except I stood up to my wife.
It's true, you do.
So, but I told her, I said, I'm still going to
mine's the
talk
chef.
to you.
I'll
Yeah,
lose
all
out on meals.
Okay. All right. I don't know what to tell you. I'm past that. Now I'm past. I'm getting in trouble from my wife now. But anyway, she said before I left tonight with lack of power in the house, she goes, remember what I said? I said, no. I said, I'm still going to talk about you. I said, I'll explain that you're not this.
Well, I got to nag him just before he goes to the show.
See, you're not helping. So you look in the camera, dear. You're not a nagging bitch. I love you very much. But not right before the show next time, okay? Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, no, she went back and she listened to and I'm thinking, like, you know, and the kids come up to me and they started listening for the first time in a little while. Thanks again for the support, guys.
Right.
Like maybe boosting our numbers a little bit, but they're like, you're funny when you curse.
Of course.
You know, but you know, so they've all gone, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what have I said? And I know there's some things. I know she's like, you never tell the whole story.
That's what I was alluding to when we were in your backyard about the screen time. I said, I need to know if we're missing something. And you're like, no, you're not missing
There's probably something, but I'm 43 years old. I don't have the memory I had when I was 15. Okay. The fact is, what'd she say? She wants me to spend more time interacting with the baby and less time watching screens, but still no screen time. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
what if you interact with the baby while you're watching baseball? So you see that pitch? That was a slider.
And that's
the way you hold the ball.
But that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
No screen time.
Okay.
So anyway, you know, and speaking of sliders and baseball, see, we're just kind of hopping all over the place. Blue Jays started playing at Salem Field in Buffalo.
I haven't seen your cutout.
Neither have I, to be honest. I don't even know where it is. I asked my sister, I'm like, do you know where we're sitting?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, seats 42 and 43. I'm like, what does that mean? I'm like, did they send you a map?
That's it. Nowhere near Geddy Lee.
No, Geddy Lee's got sweet seats.
That he does.
But Major League Baseball has taken notice. It looks like a great baseball field. The way baseball fields are supposed to look. Not these towering, menacing fields. It's just, it's really nice.
Yeah.
And I think the organization has done a great job. Mm-hmm. If I have to hear Buck Martinez talk about like someone in the front office that helps set everything up and mention her by name. It's someone Starkman. It's Howie Starkman. I think it's his daughter, maybe. I don't know. He used to be their PR person. And if I have to listen to Buck Martinez talk about her much more, I'll be about done.
Maybe he's got a thing.
But I like the Buffalo Bison's Twitter is all over it.
They're all about it.
They're all over it, and why not? But it's been it's cool. I mean, I've only seen 2 games at it.
Listen, people are finally seeing and realizing what my wife, daughter, and I have known for years about that place. Give it a second and recognize how beautiful it is.
The stadium.
And the surrounding area is nice. It's got a great waterfront.
It's all right.
Not that I've ever been.
It's okay. The rest of the city, you guys have this love with Buffalo that I will never understand.
But people are going to start going there and seeing.
Do you really believe people are going to start going there?
I think if Buffalo plays their cards right and does what they're doing, I think they might be entitled to an expansion team at some point.
I think you're way off.
Really?
Yeah.
They just need to add another tier, another deck.
Yeah, I think you're way.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Can we mark this?
Expansion.
6:15 on Friday, August 14th, 2020, and I've said that Buffalo's getting an expansion baseball team.
Okay. Are you going to put a timeline on this, or can we be dead?
The next 45 years.
45 years.
I feel very confident that within the next 45 years.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Buffalo will have a baseball team.
If in the next 45 years, Buffalo has a baseball team, you and I will buy season tickets.
Yeah? Maybe you'll buy my season tickets.
That's not going to happen.
You haven't even made my stake yet for the weight loss challenge.
No, I haven't.
All right,
there you go with that. There you go with that. So anyway, it's pretty cool to watch. I think the stadium looks great. I think the Blue Jays look mediocre, but I don't want to get into that.
How can you even say mediocre?
What do you mean?
Trash.
No, they hit 7 home runs the other day.
They're not 14-3, I know. Well, they still lost that game.
They did lose that game. This I so don't want to continue to talk sports, but I want to continue to talk sports. This extra innings thing with the guy starting on second base just throws a wrench into everything. And the Blue Jays always let that run in. Yeah. Always. And then they had to score extra runs or whatever.
Because they don't remember, I think.
It's look, I mean, Little League's been playing that way for years. Mm-hmm. Softball plays that way.
I'm not mad at it because sometimes, like the hockey game the other night that went friggin' 8 periods.
See, I love that.
Whatever. But I mean, baseball is constantly now going 13, 14 innings.
Yep.
So to have that guy on second, I think is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I don't think that rule sticks around.
Really?
No, I think that rule's here for this year. I don't think it sticks around. I really don't think it sticks around. There's some rules that I believe will, like every pitcher has to. You have to pitch to at least 3 batters. That rule will stick around.
I like that too.
But I really don't think the runner on second sticks around.
Okay.
I really don't. And I saw something funny on the Astros game the other day. Zach Greinke basically told the hitter exactly what he was going to throw.
No, he didn't.
And he threw. And you can hear it. There's video out there on YouTube. You hear him tell. He's like, the second sign after the first sign or something like that is what I'm going to throw. And he calls it out and he throws it and the batter just popped it up.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Like, while I hate the Astros for everything that they've done, the fact that Zach Greinke did that was kind of awesome.
What about, wasn't the Red Sox did it too? Or the Yankees?
Yeah,
but we don't hate them, just the Astros.
I always hate the Red Sox.
Yeah.
I will never like the Red Sox, so I really don't.
Not even with Pilar out there, right?
Ken Pilar, don't even get me started. Ken Pilar should not even be on a Major League Baseball team.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Goes from Superman to no man.
Okay, again, he just got bad jumps on every ball, so he had to dive. Look, I've had copious amounts of conversations with my father about this exact same thing. That you've got the people who think that he's this amazing superstar and he can fly through the air.
Yeah.
And then you've got people who know baseball that just know he gets bad jumps.
Yeah.
That's why he keeps losing the Gold Glove.
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm really missing the shuffling of people and bar staff and stuff like that right now.
You got to get past it, Paul. We can't do it at a pub every week.
Can we get a live audience?
We can't do it at a pub every single week. So I was wondering this. I was driving down. I was driving home from the Home Depot the other day. Not a sponsor yet. And I'm noticing that there's like no kids on baseball fields or any of that this summer. And that's one thing that I totally remember as a kid grabbing a bunch of, whether it be my teammates and just going out to the diamond and just hitting the ball around, whether it be a tennis ball or we had a baseball or whatever. Yeah. And just doing that for like a day, you know, or getting just a bunch of friends together just to go over to, we played a game called Burpee.
Okay.
You ever play that game? It's basically wall ball. It's wall ball. Okay. Basically, you draw the square on the wall. Yeah. It's like it's like 2-on-2. I used to play with some buddies. We had like a bracket.
We called it baseball. That's
not baseball.
Well, you're throwing the ball to the
catcher,
but
you're using a tennis ball.
Yeah.
So it's not baseball.
And you're using a bat.
Yeah.
And people got gloves.
Yeah, but
so essentially baseball. But go ahead. I agree to disagree.
Again, you can agree, but you're not agreeing with me because I disagree vehemently. Anyway, so whether it be playing that, we used to have like a bracket and everything, and at the end we like celebrated with like ginger ale because we were little children.
Yeah.
But whether it be doing that, I don't see that as much, and I don't know if it's COVID or if it's it's kids playing video games. Did you do stuff like that in the summer? Like not organized. Like we could talk about that, but would you grab friends and just go out and play some sports?
A lot of street hockey.
Street hockey, right?
Tons of street, like nonstop.
And it didn't matter if it was winter or summer. No. It really didn't matter.
It didn't. When where I first grew up until grade 5, we were in like this little private court with a bunch of young families.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be like 3-on-3. It would be like 10-on-10.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
So we did that. We would go when I was older, between grade 5 and grade 9. Say we would go to the high school and do that burpee.
Yeah,
talking about. And that was cool.
The glasses. Yeah, we did that, and I mean, I was in a court.
Yeah.
So we would play in the court, and if you hit the ball over the sidewalk, it was a home run.
Right.
I remember someone hit the ball over the sidewalk. I went to chase it in, came out with 6 bee stings.
Yeah, you did.
Right into a nest. It was brutal. But I don't see that, and I think kids are missing out.
Yeah,
I really do. Yeah, but I used to have so much fun.
I think that's the way they are. I would do a lot more bike riding, like nonstop.
Yeah,
be the thing. A lot of bike riding when I was getting older. That's why I'm excited. My daughter, she started now to go bike riding with her friends and hanging out the park for the day. I used to go see Soupy from time to time. Do you know what Soupy is?
I haven't the faintest idea what Soupy is.
So what Soupy is I think it's city run, but you would go to a park, and they would have this person that works for the city, a teenager, and they would do arts and crafts but
you could just randomly show up.
You just show up, no pay. You don't have to pay. If you went to do an outing, you would go. Like we did a Pizza Delight tour one time,
and you had to pay for things like that, though.
Yeah,
we had something like that. It was called SAC.
Okay.
So similar, we go, but it's like I would go like every day.
Yeah.
You know, not just randomly show up.
Yeah,
and it was at like the school around the corner. But I get that. Yeah. Did you play organized sports?
I did. I played baseball, hockey.
Okay, so
I might know you're digging, and I don't want to say it so bad.
Baseball and hockey. Did you play anything else?
No, I may have told you I played water polo.
Did you really? Or did you just
by
make
myself
that up?
In a pool?
Oh, that's not cool.
When you texted me this morning, okay, did you play any sports? And I'm like, just out of my ass, I'm like, hockey, baseball, and water polo. Oh. And his text back sounded so excited about water polo.
You just honestly taking me down. Boop. Honestly, what a waste now.
But my uncle used to be a very good coach for Westdale water polo, so he would teach me how to play. But when I told you that, it was just me in a pool skipping the ball.
Well, that sucks.
Let's pretend I played.
No, because no, because I just picture you in this pool with this swim cap on
and my Speedo.
Young Paul in the pool with his. I don't even know how many people are on a water polo team, but
isn't the same as a hockey team?
I don't know. I don't know anything about water polo other than when I've seen it occasionally in the Olympics.
It's a crazy sport.
Crazy like, how?
People grabbing your nuts. Like it's like dunking your head underwater.
Fuck that.
I swear, it's like dirty from what I hear.
Honestly,
I'm so glad I went water polo on that text.
Honestly, so frustrating though, because I needed some Paul Black water polo stories. You honestly just ruined my day.
So
my entire weekend, maybe even is totally ruined. It's.
Should we just end the show now?
I think the show's over because I'm just so bummed. I am just so. I need to drink more now.
I know. I played hardball 1 year.
Just 1 year?
Just 1 year, and I was so afraid. I was the catcher, so I was always catcher or outfield. But I had a gun. I had a gun to second base.
Like how old were you when you were playing? When you played baseball?
I'm gonna say grade 6, grade 7.
Okay,
maybe.
Yeah.
But deathly afraid of getting hit by a pitch.
Really?
Deathly afraid. I don't think I made contact once.
I played baseball from when I was like 6. Like I started at t-ball. Like hardball.
Okay.
I started at t-ball and went till when I was 20.
Yeah.
And I played every year. And I remember the first year because I was a pitcher. But I had no problem. I'm going to pick up the ball and pitch. First game I hit a guy in the foot.
Nice.
And he went down. He just went down.
Like a European soccer player?
Like I was like, but he's a little child.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I probably threw really, really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
For a 5-year-old.
You know, I wasn't 5 when I was playing, when I was pitching. But and I didn't even feel bad.
No.
I was like, you know what?
It's your toe, bro.
This happens at baseball.
Man up.
But then, like I said on a previous podcast, then my dad became my coach and said, throw it at his head.
Yeah.
And I never actually hit anyone in the head that I remember.
They'll be watching.
I guess.
Yeah.
So there was that. But I pitched all the way up and played for the city and stuff like that. I never played really any other sport, like other than like slow pitch after that.
Really,
Can't skate. So hockey was out. I played a lot of road hockey. I played goal in road hockey.
Okay.
Because I didn't mind. And I remember we had this kid that played in played AAA hockey. It was like right below. He was in the Capitals organization.
Okay.
And I remember this guy. He was a monster, and he lived down the street. I don't even remember his name, but he lived down the street. And he said, "I'm gonna come." We're like, no slap shots, though. Right. Come on,
that's the rule.
Because I was little.
Yeah.
This guy, okay, fine, no problem. We're playing, whatever. And then he winds up and just hammered one at me, hit me dead center in the chest. Yeah. I'm not wearing a chest protector. I'm a little kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that was rough.
Time of your life, though.
Stopped it.
I was pretty good at hockey. I was a tiny one.
Yeah.
And I wasn't scared of anybody.
And
I would go in the corner.
So you're like in ice hockey. Remember playing like regular Nintendo ice hockey where they had the fat guys and the real skinny guys that were really, really fast?
Yeah.
So you were like that guy.
I was the skinny guy, but not fast.
Okay.
But I would dig in the corners.
Yeah.
And like I remember, like it was yesterday, I went in the corner and the 2 guys were coming at me.
Yeah.
And we all slammed into the boards. And my mom's shitting her pants.
Yeah,
right?
no doubt.
And I'm the only kid that gets up and skates
boy.
away. That's it. I'm the only kid. That...
And you know what you didn't have? Stop signs.
Nope, no stop signs.
No stop signs on the back of your jersey.
Look out. How's your
Shevchenko 9? By the way, it's after the soccer player. It's after the soccer player. Ukrainian soccer player. Here it is. Yes, we know he was number 7, and yes, it's a long story.
Nice.
I guess there's already a Shevchenko 7 somewhere.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's good.
It's probably copywritten.
It's dark. It's a dunkel. So whatever.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this cream ale.
All right. Well, that's good. I'm not finished this yet. Anyway, so you were pretty good at hockey.
Yeah.
You played 1 year of baseball.
Hardball. The rest of the time 3 pitch.
Okay,
softball.
but that's baseball though.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3 pitches softball.
Yeah.
So 1 year of baseball. You played 3 pitch though. Was that like pitch to your own team or?
Not near the end.
Okay, because when I was grown and not playing baseball anymore, I played 3 pitch where you pitch to your own team.
Yeah.
I fucking lined it right back at my pitcher.
See?
He turned around and I fucking got him in the back. It was a line drive. Honestly, a little bit higher, he'd be dead.
That's why I never. No.
Like it was bad. I felt awful because he was on my team. If it was the other team, I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But
I was all jacked. This year was supposed to be my year back into baseball.
Yep. Yeah. Nice, eh?
I'm
I was supposed to play this year too. Nope. Nothing. Thanks, COVID. Yeah. Thanks for that.
It's COVID's fault that I'm a fat ass.
Mine too.
I started to lose weight. I lost a good 2-3 pounds.
Yeah, solid.
I was on the way of coming back to my skinny self, and there you go.
You know what mine is? Not having a kitchen. I'm not going to talk about my reno this week. It's coming along. My cabinets are in. That's it. I don't have a kitchen still. So that's all I've got to say about that.
There you go.
On the way over today to do the show, I heard a song that totally brought me back, by the way.
Okay.
Connected by the Stereo MCs.
Come on.
Gonna get myself connected. I was like, this song is so good. I cranked it.
Really? You like that song,
I love that song, man. That took me right back.
I heard Children the other day.
Robert Miles?
Robert Miles.
Yes.
And it brought me right back to when I was trying to hook up with my wife.
Yeah.
And I went to her friend's house after
This is interesting.
I worked at McDonald's, and we had a tournament.
We're going to talk part-time jobs one time because I feel like you've had 100
You don't even know.
I can't
You
wait.
don't even know.
I can't wait. All right.
So we had a day tournament, and I was so sunburnt. So my buddy and I went to my wife's friend's house.
How old are you now at this point?
Oh, man. This was 96.
Okay, so you're 19.
Yeah, maybe less. Anyways, so I'm all burnt up, and then she's like, well, my wife's like, I'm sure she has aloe. I can put it on your shoulders. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Oh, she's going to rub me down with some aloe.
Wow.
I was so pumped. And that song was on the TV. And then and I go to her friend. I go, I knew she was into me. No, she has no interest. I'm like, she just rubbed me down with aloe. What are you talking about?
What was her friend's name?
Her friend's name was Cindy.
Cindy, guess what? You were wrong because now they're married.
Yeah, we are.
Boom.
Booyaka-cha. Yeah, so that's funny how music does that, eh?
It brings you back.
I was so jacked and then so heartbroken when she's like, yeah, she's not into you. And I'm like, she just put freaking aloe on me.
Yeah, she wouldn't have put aloe on you if
Not
she
at
wasn't
all.
into you.
No.
Come on.
No.
Cindy's just trying to play it off. That's all.
Maybe
Cindy was into you.
Maybe Cindy wanted a little PB.
Maybe.
Anyways.
But no J.
Wow.
Just
there
saying,
it is.
I wasn't there.
It just happened.
I wasn't there. You know what? So talking about music, I think it's time.
Okay.
You know what I've been wondering?
What the hell are these kids listening to?
And I'm going to read this off of Paul's phone.
Why, Joe? Why are you going to read off my phone?
Because as I was about to print off the lyrics for this wonderful segment called What the Hell Are These Kids Listening To, my power died. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm wondering if my family has power yet in the house. I'm not really that concerned because guess what? We're outside. There's a nice breeze back here.
Beautiful breeze.
Your backyard's a little bit like a jail
Well,
because the defenses are high.
privacy.
I want to find the neighbors that you talked about a couple weeks ago.
No, we can't do that.
Come on, call them out.
Nope.
All right, I'm not going to. Anyway, so Paul was so kind to bring up this song on the iPhone. This song is called "Three-Headed Goat" by a young gentleman named Lil Dunk.
Little Dunk?
Yes, he uses some racial slurs in here. So
Oh,
instead of using the word that he uses, I'm going to insert the word napkin.
Okay.
That will be the word. This is a verse from Three-Headed Goat by Lil Dunk.
This isn't good.
I cannot mention my homies inside of my song because I know they be trapping a lot. I can't keep taking these pills when I'm in the trenches. They say I be capping a lot. I know a napkin who say he got rich off dope, but I know he be acting a lot. I know some napkins who say they took down the city, but napkins be lacking a lot. Yeah, that shit was awful. Napkin had that dog food. That day they shot you, I slid on the mongoose. You cannot come back around me. You turned your back on me. I cannot forget. The police was lying. They said that they caught you, but napkin, they made you admit. Your name was fine. You put in that work. They took your stick. You a bitch. Fuck my ops. They be on my dick. They all be mad we rich. Three-Headed Goat
That's a lot of napkins in one song.
by Lil Dunk. So I think the guy that he's talking about is a snitch. Because at some point he says, they made you admit.
Yeah.
So
Like
he
I
must-
was feeling him at first when he's like, he can't say his homies' names because I'm in that same predicament.
Yeah,
No, I can't say my homies' names.
No doubt.
No.
Yeah.
So I was with them at first.
Yeah, for a bit. Because, they be trapping a lot.
And I take pills before I go to bed. It's for
All
the
right.
anxiety,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, when you're in the trenches.
Yeah.
That's like going to bed, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But you can't take that many. But do you know any napkins who say they got rich off dope? Or at least say that? Because some be acting a lot. Oh no, I got rid of that. I don't know how to get back. I don't know how to use iPhone. But anyway,
This is probably the worst one ever.
I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's funny. I was going through songs. I talked to the kids and figure out what songs that they're kind of listening to. Oh yeah, this is Great Lakes Brewery Pompous Ass.
It's a good beer. I've had that.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
nice one.
try this.
I sneakily snuck in a little Caledon Hills Vienna Lager.
Oh, a Vienna lager. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what he means. He slid on the mongoose.
Listen, he slid on the mongoose. He put on that jacket, the mongoose jacket.
Is that a jacket?
Yeah, haven't you ever heard of that?
No, I
A
didn't
lot
know.
of mongoose jackets out there.
Yeah, that
They're like runner up to the Canadian goose.
really.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would make sense. But that napkin had that dog food.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Anyway, so that guy was a snitch and a bitch. They be on my dick. They all be mad till we rich. I'm looking through the songs, and I was like, I really want to use a Drake song, but I really can't call Drake out because it's like Drake tells stories.
Yeah.
I can get with that.
Lil Dunk's on his new release.
On
Laugh Today,
Drake's
Cry Tomorrow.
Are you
Just
kidding
come out
me?
Today, I'm pretty certain. Yeah.
Lil Dunk making his way to Drake.
He is.
Anyway, I wanted to go Drake,
That was
but
painful. I'm not even gonna lie to you. man.
Drake tells way too many good stories. Lil
Yeah.
Dunk, that story I kind of get, but I don't really get at all.
Yeah.
Because it seems to be all over the place. It seems. Look at you're trying to dig deeper. You're trying to delve into Lil Dunk.
Yeah.
But how do you
Okay.
do it?
Yeah,
You can't. I could read the entire song, and still, it really wouldn't matter. So, it's just, I just shake my head because I just wonder what the hell these kids are listening to. I don't get it. So, wow.
That was.
It's funny though because one of these weeks I'm gonna pull a song that we used to listen to.
Yeah.
It can be a rap song. It can be whatever. But I feel like they told stories.
Yeah.
This may be a story. It just may be a bunch of words that kind of rhyme.
Right.
Like a haiku.
Yeah.
This could be a haiku.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
is.
I'm just saying I don't get it. Yeah, I have to find a way to fix the music. That
You
these
remember I
kids
was
are
telling you
listening
the other day, actually. Woo, woo, it's the sound of the police,
Yeah.
right? And then I'm like, woo, woo, that's the sound that I miss. And I've thought that forever.
Yeah.
And I always say it, and that's not even.
It's
Right,
funny
lyric.
though. That's a whole kind of whole
But
segment
that song,
onto
you're
its
talking
own.
about lyrics.
Yeah.
Those I listened, and they got power behind them.
It's telling
Knowledge.
stories. Telling stories.
Yeah, man.
Well, Boogie Down Production was just education. KRS-One's just he was a teacher.
Yeah, he was.
You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you ever run into any celebrities?
I'm gonna tell you. We went out for dinner the other night,
Okay.
and you know how we are, you and I, and you know how I am when I see somebody.
Sure.
I had to look at this guy. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He's got a mustache. I'm
mad at that.
I go to my wife. Who the fuck invited Tom Selleck to Moxie's?
Was it Tom Selleck?
It looked like him. He got up. He's wearing acid wash jeans. You can't make this up. The guy was a huge perv. Every time a waitress or something would walk by him, he'd be like,
Checking her
just
out.
watching as they go, like chatting up the manager and stuff. So the waitress comes up to me, right? And I go, "Did you know there was a celebrity here tonight?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "Yeah, Tom Selleck was here."
She probably didn't even
My
know
wife
who
goes
Tom
like this.
Selleck was.
She's not gonna know
I
who
knew it
Tom
right away.
Selleck is.
I knew it right away. There's no way.
I'm like, you know Tom Selleck, right? She's like, no. Magnum PI?
Nope.
No. She's like, but it's funny, and I hope you don't get offended, but I'm going to tell you who I think you look like, and I can't stop. So I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I do a smile, and she's like, you must have heard this before. And I'm like, I've heard a few, but hit me with what you got. She's like, okay. Matthew Lillard.
Really?
My supposedly my eye shape, size, and color.
Now, if you don't know who Matthew Lillard is, Matthew Lillard was the funny guy in the Scream movie.
Yeah.
He was not the Jamie.
He was the dopey dude.
Yeah, like not. He also plays. He's the voice of Shaggy on all the
Yeah.
Scooby Doo cartoons.
She actually said Shaggy,
Yeah.
and I had to say his real name.
I liked him better in. He was better in Scream.
Yeah.
He's why I like that Scream movie. But I
don't get it. So I'm going to tell you.
I don't see it.
I'm pretty upset with myself tonight because I wanted to get a prop.
Yeah.
But I didn't. So I'm going to tell you who people have told me I look like.
Tell me.
So younger.
Maybe I can dig up the pictures for the post-production.
Younger.
Okay. When you were younger?
When I was younger.
Okay.
Tom Green came a lot.
I don't.
Doesn't make sense.
I didn't know you when you were younger, so I'm going to say right now I don't. I could not possibly picture it.
One of my personal favorites was Fred Durst. And this is where I was upset because I would wear backwards hats.
Did you wear a red one, though?
And I had a red Yankee.
They used to call... I used to get
cap.
little Fred Durst.
Did you?
That's what I got because I wore the red backwards, not a Yankees hat ever because I would never wear a Yankees hat, but it was a red backwards hat, and I had the Fred Durst goatee beard thing, so I got that all the time, too. Plus, I was short.
Yeah, you were.
So, yeah, I still am.
Okay,
who else you got?
The old ladies would say I look like you look like a young Kiefer Sutherland. I guess when Kiefer Sutherland was young, I looked like him.
Like Flatliners Kiefer Sutherland?
Maybe younger than that.
Like Lost Boys Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Look right at the camera. Okay? Okay? All right. Good. All right. We've got that picture. We're going to put that side by each.
Yeah.
Here, we're going to show... here's the actual Kiefer Sutherland from the Lost Boys right there.
Zach Galifianakis I got.
Real? No, these are just people saying things now.
And then when I used to wear my Fitzpatrick jersey, they would call me Fitzy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you? I want to hear about you.
No, I never got... I got...
Nobody's ever said.
Lil Fred Durst and Shane Victorino. That's all I ever got.
That's it, eh?
I didn't look like anyone. I was just a skinny kid with vanilla ice hair.
Right. Did you ever try to shave your eyebrow?
No,
I did, and it was a disaster.
But I had the Z in my hair and all of that. Like I sat in a barber's chair for like 40 minutes while the guy literally, now they can do it like done.
Yeah.
This guy had never done anything like it before, and he's like, "You want what?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to look like this." He's like, "First of all, you don't have enough hair to do this."
That's it.
And I had some hair, but I'm like, okay, fine. But I'm like, can you shave this? He's like, yeah, I can.
That's hilarious.
I never tried to do my eyebrow. I had a friend that did it.
Yeah.
No,
I shaved the whole thing off. There was no 3 lines. I remember having a hissy fit when shaving symbols in the back of your head was a thing. And I had a hissy fit in Florida. And I just wanted the Batman symbol. And I didn't even like Batman.
That would have been the best.
Right in the back. They let me do it. It looked nothing like the Batman symbol when they were
Did
done.
you actually get it done?
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of that?
Listen. And this is why, I'm more harder on my daughter, I'll be honest. Because I would put a fucking hissy fit on. And they would just let me do. So,
I never got let to do nothing. No.
Yeah, thanks, Mom and Dad.
Wow. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
See, I still remember and appreciate the Batman cut, though.
I want to see a picture of the Batman cut.
Probably no pictures.
Come on.
No evidence.
If you got a Batman, you had to be proud of it and show it off, even though it didn't look anything like Batman. I'll be honest, I can't find any of my Z in my haircut,
Man.
But no, it's when Vanilla Ice came out, I was like, I need to have that hair. My parents are like, you are not getting a blonde streak in the middle of your hair. I'm like, but it looks so good. Look at that pompadour hair.
That's it.
I'm like, I already got the pants, the big hammer pants.
That's the best.
Honestly, did you ever own a polka dot shirt? Tell me. Yeah, we all did, right?
Yeah. I used to shop at Stitches nonstop.
So did I. I love Stitches.
Yeah.
Fall apart in 2 weeks, didn't matter. Go back, get another $8 shirt.
I went through even the crisscross phase of wearing my stuff backwards.
That's too much.
I swear. Wow,
Whatever,
whatever.
man.
Yeah.
Did you really? See, I never actually liked crisscross.
I thought they were fantastic.
Yeah, I think but that's fine. Maybe we'll go here. I'm gonna write that. We're gonna listen to Crisscross. I Missed the Bus.
Ow.
And then we're going to talk about some stories that are being told in rap music when we were children.
Yeah, man, that was cool growing up like that.
But it's funny, though, because there's all kinds of weird fashion trends. There always are. And we could talk forever about you know what? I'm going to say that. Let's talk about next week. Can we talk fashion trends?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, because...
And rate part-time jobs, too, for the week after.
All right. Oh boy, you know what? We've on the show live today. We've planned out the next 3 weeks. So thanks for joining us for our planning session. We'll do the real show after.
Right.
But you know what? It's funny. It's silly. We dressed silly. So it seems like the perfect transition.
Oh, here it is.
You know what? Let's do it. It's time.
And now, get ready to cringe. It's the dad joke of the week.
Okay, you got it?
I do.
Okay, let's do it.
I do. Joe,
Yes, Paul?
how is sex like a game of bridge?
Oh, I wish I knew the game of bridge, so I don't know.
If you have a great hand, you don't need a partner.
Oh! Sorry.
Did you like that?
I like that one. That's a winner. He's talking about masturbation. I'm just saying.
I tried to ease in. I tried to ease back into the inappropriate.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah? All right.
Not too inappropriate.
No.
But just enough.
Perfect. Can you tell us the one that you thought I would love?
Do you really want me to tell it?
Yeah. Well, you didn't write it down. You didn't
I didn't
hand
know
it
if
to
you
me.
wanted to do it this
I
week.
don't want to wait another week.
Okay, all right.
Guys, here's Joe's turn at.
And now, get ready to cringe. It's the dad joke of the week.
Okay.
All right.
So let me ask you, what's worse than having ants in your pants?
What is worse than having ants in your pants?
Having uncles in your pants.
Bravo, my
Right?
friend. Bravo. I'm going to tell you, that would have been, I'm going to tell you, you should have just handed me the paper. I would have died trying to get through that one.
I'm just saying.
It's a pedophile joke.
Kind of is. But
Oh, Joe Biden.
funny nonetheless. Funny nonetheless. Anyway, that's it for us this week. On that note, thanks for joining us. Remember, check us out on YouTube. Check out our Facebook page. I'm sure we're going to do more Facebook Lives at some point.
Oh, it was fun.
If I could still continue to figure out how to do it, I don't know. I don't even know if I did it right. But check out the Facebook page, the Twitter, the Instagram. We got some new Instagram followers this week, so thanks.
good.
I don't know why, but
You sound old. The Facebook,
No,
the Twitter.
I do that on purpose.
Just go on the line. We're on the line at YouTube.
We got to get out of here.
That's it.
This is
Thanks,
too
everybody.
much. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll catch you next week. Hopefully, we've got some information on the next stop for the patio sessions. But that's it for this week. So talk to you later.
Sayonara.
Bye.